and then same thing for y. All right, so this should be done. So we're going to attach it to a scene now, and gameplay. All right, now here's where we're going to set it up. So because we left some of those things on not hidden, we didn't tick the hidden boxes, they're showing up here. So if we would have left that spawning one on hidden or on not hidden, then it would have showed up here, and you wouldn't want to mess with that because it needs to stay on false, at least when the game starts, and then it can change itself. So for min time, I'm going to change this to 1 second, so he doesn't spawn any earlier than 1 second at a time for every 1 second, and then max time is 3 seconds. And then we're going to choose the actor type, which is obviously going to be zombie, and we're good to go. So now we should be able to test the scene. Here's our title scene. There we go, so there's a zombie. There's another one. As you can see, they're spawning randomly. At least no shorter than 1 second and no longer than 3 seconds apart. And when you click them, your score will be going up, but you can't see it currently. Cool. Alright, so now let's set up our score. So we'll go back to dashboard, and we'll create a new scene behavior. We'll call this score. We'll call it score display. I'm going to do add event, basic, when drawing. So when drawing basically lets you use code to draw things on the screen, such as text or boxes or lines or a bunch of things like that. I normally just use it for text. So we're going to drag in and draw text under the drawing here. There's also styles, transforms. We're just going to use drawing today. And we're going to do text. I'm going to click this and go down to text, basics, text, and text. I'm going to call the first one score, colon, space, space. A couple spaces, doesn't really matter. And the next one I'm going to do attributes, game attributes, and drag in our score number there. Now the reason that now you can see the difference between game attributes is that under our attributes, there's no attributes, even though we've created a bunch of attributes for this one here, as you can see. But under score display, there's none under here. That's because they're local attributes that are only relating to that behavior, and game attributes will relate to every behavior. So we can use the score across multiple behaviors. So we're setting the score in the zombie attributes, or the zombie behaviors, and we're going to display them in the score display behavior. Alright, now again with X and Y, we want to decide where we want to put it on the screen. I'm just going to call this 20 and 20. It's a pretty good area. And we're going to attach it to the scene. Alright, so now this scene, as you can see a gameplay here, here's the scene, here's the behaviors. We have zombie respawn and score display. And you can easily go in and change your min time and max time if you want to make the game harder or easier, whatever you want to do there. And if you decide to make different actors, you can create different actors and choose different actors here. And you can tweak this however you want. So now let's test the game and see what happens. So our score is displayed at the top, and when we click a zombie, the score goes up. Perfect. Alright, so now we need a way to get to the game over screen. So what you'd probably want to do is if the zombies overrun you, then you want to do a game over, or if a zombie stays up for too long, maybe you get a game over. You could probably add a health system pretty easy, so if the zombies stay up for too long, they attack you, and you lose 1 health or 1 heart or whatever. We're not going to do anything that crazy right now, we're just going to make it so if your score goes over 10, then you go to the game over screen. So that way you win the game when you hit 10. So there's really no downsides to this game, you can't lose in any way. So yeah, we're actually going to do this inside score display just because it's already dealing with the score and it's already a behavior attached to the scene. So we'll just go to add event, and we're going to do when updating. Again, that checks every frame, so that way if your score hits 10, no matter what time of the game it is, you'll still win. If you did when creating, this code will only run 1 time when the scene is first made. So under always, we're going to do a float, and we need to check. So we'll do an if, and we'll do comparison, and we'll do greater than or equal to 10, because that's what you want our score to be set to, or our win score to be. And we'll go down here to game attributes, score. And then we need something to do if that happens. So we'll go to scene, game flow, switch scene, and crossfade for 1 second. Alright, send that to game over. And save the game and test it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Obviously this game's way too easy right now. Perfect. If you click the game over screen, it takes us back to the title screen, and you can start over. Oh, we made a mistake. So when we click back on the title screen, what happened is our score is already set to 10 because we never changed it, so the game automatically wins. So what we need to do is right here, click on attributes, setters, game attributes, set score to 0. So what it does is it checks the score if it's 10 or greater, just in case you somehow get 11. It'll set the score to 0 and then switch to scene. So that way when you get back to the title scene, the score is back set to 0 and it hasn't gone up yet, so it won't continually win the game. And that's it. That's the whole game. I wasn't really timing myself, but I'm sure that wasn't very long. We could add a lot more to it, and we might in other videos. So that's that. You made your first game. If you guys have any questions or comments or need any help on anything, ask in the comments section, and I will definitely get back to you as soon as I possibly can. If you have requests for any other kind of tutorial or anything like that, anything to do with stencil or art, I'm a game artist, so I do a lot of my own art. Normally, for this game, I just wanted to show you how easy it is to get game or art assets from other places if you're just learning. So I didn't do my own art in this one, but I actually do 3D art and 2D art, pixel art, everything. So ask away and I will make whatever I possibly can to teach you guys. So, alright, have fun making games.